Yeah, it's this face again. Okay, so I recently came across this video on YouTube, and I think it's good I share my take from it with you guys, and also an experience a friend of mine shared with me. The content of the video was actually an advert of a residential estate, a proposed one somewhere in Lagos here. And the guy in the video was actually trying to wow his audience, you and I, of course. And of course, everybody wants to live in an environment that has almost everything working perfectly. You know, good roads, good security, serene environment, and what have you. So the guy was actually talking about the features of the proposed estate, and it was really attractive. He also talked about the location of the estate, which I must say that it has a very amazing potential for value appreciation in the nearest future. He talked about the price, and wow, it was also very attractive because it's, you know, the land, their price is actually amazingly affordable with options for affordable. I mean, options for flexible payment plan. And then, you know, the guy also talked about the title because he understands that many people now, we are beginning to see the importance of knowing and being confident of the land title before jumping into any real estate transaction. So the guy talked about the title, and then he said the land title is actually an extension in view. That was where he spoiled everything up. The truth is that there is no such title as extension in view. Don't let anybody deceive you. It's either a land is excised as an extension, which could have been gazetted, or the land is a government acquisition. Now, it's another thing to talk about the land being a not committed acquisition, because acquisition also could either be a committed acquisition or a non-committed acquisition. If such a land is a committed acquisition, it means an extension is never going to be granted. So the guy saying that their land is an extension in view, how are we so sure that the land is not a committed acquisition, in which case the government is never going to grant such extension? Okay, so it's very important you are sure of the title status of any land, regardless of who is selling it, if it's an estate or not, before you jump into it. Okay, so that you don't run into problem. You may not face the problem true, but your inheritors, I mean your children and your great children who will inherit it after you are gone, may be the ones to face the problem. I'm sure you don't want that for your progeny. Now, I was discussing this video with a friend of mine afterwards, who happens to be a town planner, and then he shared his own story with me. He actually got a job to do a layout design for one of the notable real estate companies around, and the land, the proposed land is actually about 30 acres if I'm not mistaken. And then he said they also claimed that the land is excised as a government excision. But to his surprise, when he got the survey, he realized that only 2 out of 30 acres was actually within an existing extension. And then to worsen it up, the remaining 28 acres, out of it 20 acres is a committed acquisition. Now imagine buying into such an estate, and the land you are being allocated to is within the committed acquisition. What happens? Story now, story then, and a lot of stories and blah 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 blah, what have you. The worst thing is that they will begin to relocate you guys to another estate and to another area, which you don't even know the status of such area. The point is, it does not suffice for you to jump into any transaction because of the claim of extension or global C of O. Find out if that claim is actually genuine or not before parting away with your hard-earned money. Okay, it is very important. Now, I'm not saying that all the estates you find around are baseless or they are government acquisition. Get me right. A lot of people want to make money, and they will go to any length to sift out the money from you, even if it will mean deceit. They don't care, for as long as they get the money from you. So be wise, be smart, and take care of yourself before you part away with your funds. If you have learned anything, like the video and share it. You just might be helping someone. See you soon. Bye.